Run them likes up. We need 10,000 likes on this motherfucker. Yeah.
Was rolling, thugging hard with them shotters through time. But now I'm living in my dream now.
What's up, Started the Crew? It's yours truly, Started. Right now, to get into NBA YoungBoy Blackballed from the music industry. Now, we have seen this stuff firsthand. They made a documentary about it. And I'm kind of intrigued to see it. You know, YoungBoy's one of the artists that we mess with frequently on the channel. You'll think as much as we mess with him, and honestly, he get better numbers than some mainstream artists, that people that's considered mainstream. It's crazy. But the way you'll think the way we mess with him, he's like the biggest artist in the world, like number one. Well, fuck, he damn near is. You know, the proof is in the pudding. He can drop something any time of the fucking day. It's still gonna do way better than somebody else's shit, man. This shit's crazy, bananas. He drops a tape at 1 a.m. Niggas still gonna listen. Wow, bro. He's also been claimed the king of YouTube too. So anyway, though, originally to the video down script, starts my Twitter not be top. Let's go and see what they talking about in this documentary, man. Hope it ain't a bunch of BS, man. So yeah.
Their mama posted his album. If Thug drops, the whole industry posted. Travis drops, the whole industry posted. YoungBoy dropped, and it was not that many. You might say, well, YoungBoy don't with nobody. And
in the comments, let me know how much y'all bet on this 8, because I'm striking off on God.
That's true. YoungBoy in the last year has been on collabs with Future, Migos, Nicki Minaj. Did all of them post his album? Did they show the support? I think that YoungBoy was used in a good capacity for other artists when they needed singles. It kind of shows me how cliquey the industry is. If you're a part of the clique, they basically you out. But if you're not really that cliquey with everybody, they act like and he was rap.
After starting his career at 14 with a mic,
I'm gonna go ahead and touch on what academics just said. It's kind of true. We seen it, cause YoungBoy could have dropped YoungBoy dropped the let's say the Colors tape. Not one motherfucker posted it. But no, let's take it back to Sincerely Contrail. No one posted it but Boosie and the Baby. That's it. Academics, of course. Say Cheese, of course. Shade Room? No. But they post about one of his baby mamas all day long. You know what I'm saying? We did a whole video on it. That's damn near like posting it over here. And so did several other YouTube reaction channels. We ain't the only one. I know that we ain't the only one. You know what I mean? But like that in a sense in itself alone, it's like a blackball. You know? Like, cause you see all these artists at these festivals and shit. Now, granted, he used to do the festivals back in, before he got locked up this last time, or some whatever time, because he got pictures at doing festivals and shit. But you see all these artists headline festivals, and see how these artists, do this and be on this platform, be on that platform, and, get interviewed there, all of that. Get interviewed there and this, that, and the third. All the things in a sense where YoungBoy supposed to be. Or not really necessarily supposed to be, but he's hella eligible to be there. Like, honestly, when I want to see this nigga headline a festival. I want to see this nigga go on a headline a tour. Do all the shit regular artists do. But I don't think motherfucker gonna do that with him. Honestly, cause the blackball shit, he getting all the plaques and shit, but he ain't doing other shit that these other artists that he's got more plaques than. Like, nigga, I ain't about to keep talking, but yeah.
Microphone that he purchased from a Louisiana Walmart, YoungBoy has gone from strength to strength, over time becoming one of the most successful and fiercely adored artists of his generation. Along the way, he's racked up 5 number ones and plenty of platinum certified projects. Given his accolades, a hip-hop layman will be forgiven for thinking that YoungBoy's journey to achieve such success had come through being a manufactured product, fresh off the major label assembly line. But in fact, it's come in spite of his fractious relationship with his label, Atlantic. And after signing to the world-famous conglomerate in 2017, YoungBoy quickly returned to doing what he did best and continued to build the hype in preparation for his first studio album until Death Called My Name in 2018. But by the time he was gearing up to release his sophomore project, Top, in September 2020, any hopes of a harmonious relationship between them had all but disintegrated. After having his attempts to buy his masters rejected, in spite of the fact that he offered his next 4 albums for free, YoungBoy would begin to express his displeasure with the label at every opportunity. And if his assessment of the situation is to be believed, it's basically resulted in them attempting to blackball him. Sparked by the removal of his Colors mixtape from an Apple Music chart, YB suggested that his label was trying to place roadblocks in the way of his success. I was going number 1 2 weeks straight with a mixtape, so they took it down off the charts. I don't give a f, you still can't stop me, he wrote via a YouTube community post. Don't sign to Atlantic. If you an artist, they're not gonna support you, especially if you live a certain way. Angered, but
yeah. Honestly, I do feel like Atlantic be trying to blackball him a little bit. Cause like, I mean, I guess they feel like he don't need to be in certain areas. His music don't need to be in certain areas or something. But like his last radio hit that I could fucking remember was Make No Sense. And that was like 3 years ago. Make No Sense dropped like 2019, right? 2018? It dropped a minute ago. So, wait, an artist of his size, what am I trying to get to? An artist of his size, you should hear this nigga on the radio non-fucking stop. Amount of songs he got gold and platinum. But my nigga, we only heard one. And you probably in your region of your area, you probably heard more than that. Make No Sense, because y'all some people live in the South, some people live in just different areas where this shit is played. But in my city, where I know a lot of motherfuckers fuck with this nigga, one song, Make No Sense.
undeterred, YoungBoy has barely taken his foot off the gas since, and went on the offensive once more during a defiant track with Birdman where he spoke about how they tried to block me out, blackball, but they see me now. And while it can be hard to reconcile the notion of being blackballed with having 20 projects that have entered the top 20 to your name, it turns out that these days, there's more reasons than ever for them to want to take YoungBoy down a peg. Recently, the news that Better Than You, his collaborative project with DaBaby, just sold 30K in the first week, has aroused the suspicion of many, not least of all the always inquisitive Joe Budden.
YoungBoy being a part of anything that sell 30,000 week one looks fishy. I know what he do. And I know what he just finished doing. He just finished beating Drake for the #1 album. Then he was tied. He was close for the next 5 weeks. You know what he do on YouTube. You know what he do. He run the numbers up. They're supposed to get 2.5 million. Because you would assume that this goes. And then YoungBoy just pops up saying, yo, Atlantic. And now magically, beating Drake, that.
It looks like there's no support there.
No, see, it looked like more than that. It looked like this is stepped on.
Engaged in a cold war with the company that owns his likeness, YoungBoy finds himself in a rare position of realizing that his...
Honestly, truth be told, hear me out, because I didn't like that project. I didn't feel like that project was true to both of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like that project was true to both of them niggas. Now, I know y'all hear me talk about that one song that I just don't like, but for the most part, I fuck with both of them artists. But, like, when the shit dropped, I knew they dropped the music video. I think I dropped that music, the reaction to it the next day. But, like, I think I was listening to it that night, though. The project. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Then go to the next song. Bro, what? Next song. All right, this was kind of smooth. You know, that project didn't sound true to them niggas, man. That's all I'm saying.
record deal doesn't benefit him at all.
What? That project, none of them songs didn't sound like what I know them niggas are capable of doing. You know? That's my whole little gripe with that project. A lot of people just call me hating, but damn, we show so much love. Damn, I find a way to not find a way, but seeing the way y'all seen I don't like something, it's like, oh, you an automatic hater. That shit weird as fuck.
Denounced by independent pioneers such as Master P and Russ, YoungBoy's deal has been a subject of controversy for years now. And considering that he signed for an alleged $2 million, it's not hard to see why. In fact, his YouTube numbers alone would prove that he's had anything but a fair shake. Over the years, YoungBoy's videos have accumulated over 9 billion views. And while Drake has reigned supreme on the other streaming platforms, YoungBoy has long been the king of YouTube. NBA YoungBoy's YouTube page generates 292 million views a month, revealed academics in a 2021 tweet, which means YouTube pays out his label approximately 1.4 million a month, approximately 16.8 million per year just for his YouTube content. If this is true, it suggests that he's been nothing less than exploited, and now it appears that
I ain't gonna lie. If he got the password to his YouTube channel, boy, you can finesse that. Hear me out. You can finesse that. You can finesse that. Yeah. You can finesse that. All you gotta do is go into AdSense. Boom, knock off. I shouldn't be telling niggas this, but fuck it, I'ma say it, bro. Go in there, knock off they little bank account they got tied to the AdSense account. Boom. I might cut this part out, cause this is some shit that, boom, once you knock off they shit, put your bank account on that bitch. If you already got all the passwords and shit to your shit, boom. I mean, unless they own a YouTube channel, but I really think they don't. I think he had that YouTube channel before they even got a hold of him. So, yeah. Yeah. What? They would have me fucked up. On God.
YoungBoy is trying his best to be the whistleblower to stop other artists from signing.
Well, I think as you learn the business, you learn how badly you've been taken advantage of. I ain't never got paid from YouTube a day in my life. Make all the money off my YouTube and then give me a small percentage out my all that slavery, son. But you know that's what we signed up for, business.
Although he acknowledged that his own youthful naivety and eagerness to sign to a label helped to create the problem, YoungBoy's public campaign to get artists to refuse to sign to Atlantic has likely made him public enemy #1 in their headquarters. However, it's notable that rather than release this unruly employee as they would with anyone working behind a desk, they've tried everything to hold on to him. In a clear-cut example of why it'd be in their interest to kill his momentum, Academics, who is one of the few media figures that YoungBoy talks to at this point, believes that they're now making a concerted effort to clip his commercial wings.
If we're Atlantic Records, it makes no sense that we spend and we exhaust every option to send him off the label with a bang, knowing we already control all of his masters. We own it. YoungBoy turned down every deal they sent to him. If he drops an album selling another 150, his leverage is so crazy that they either got to go double in the amount of money they offer him now, or they got to let him walk. It's in their best interest that he don't go too crazy, that he could be humbled and think, hey, let me stay with Atlantic. That's why I say he gonna do between 120, 130, and 170. Atlantic don't want him to be independent. Trust me.
Although it seems plausible that Atlantic are looking to smother his hype in fear of losing out on the profits, it should be noted that they don't account for the total sum of the industry. Adamant that the boardrooms will never back him if he doesn't live a certain way, YoungBoy has also created a rod for his own back with an unsavory beef that pits him against a fellow heavyweight in the game. In recent times, YoungBoy's taken up the mantle from his Never Broke Again signee Quando Rondo in order to feud with Lil Durk and the OTF crew. And in recent tracks, he's even slandered the memory of the late King Von, whom Quando's friend, Lil Tim, is widely believed to be responsible for the death of at every opportunity. Unsurprisingly, devoting any energy into besmirching the name of a dead man isn't exactly going to appease corporate higher-ups. However, the other wrinkle comes from the fact that while YoungBoy is a notoriously insular artist who rarely does a feature or allows for guest appearances on his mixtapes, Durk literally works with everybody. As a result, many people believe that when given the choice of which bridge to burn, artists have sided with Durkio.
You got him and Quando and a lot with Durk. You gotta be a certain type of artist to be able to just be in the middle. If you kicking it like your brother,
so the
you
situation
stand on that. I feel like if it's me, don't be in my face with all that. Like, and then be with a who you know killed my boy. Keep your over there. We ain't doing that.
While being ensnared by street politics is one thing, it seems that much of the broader musical community.
I just can't help but look at the boy right there. That look like he perked out of his fucking mind. Oh no, damn! I'm gonna zoom in on when I edit this, but y'all don't see what I'm talking about.
Are distancing themselves from YoungBoy's side too. And in the estimations of academics, it appears that the King Von situation has made public support for YoungBoy a dangerous proposition.
When Drake dropped, everybody and their mama posted his album. If Thug drops, the whole industry posted. Travis drops, the whole industry posted. YoungBoy dropped, and it was not that many. I think that YoungBoy was used in a good capacity for other artists when they needed singles. Did they reciprocate? It kind of shows me how cliquey the industry is. If you're a part of the clique, they basically you out. You're then spread thin to save everybody's career and give everybody a moment. But if you're not really that cliquey with everybody, they act like ain't even rap. I'm wondering if the latest situation with Quando Rondo may affect people showing love, especially industry dudes. Dirk is on fire right now. Dirk was following YoungBoy, unfollowed him as soon as his page came back up. I'm wondering if that affects anything. I was told Quando Rondo wasn't getting industry support, and it's kind of a reliable source, because if certain entities or people support him in the industry, it would mean they're going against the other side.
A feud which Julio deems as big and potentially volatile as the war between Pac and Biggie, it appears that not only has the beef had the unintended effect of minimizing his list of potential collaborators, but has labels doing calculations as to whether they can sign him. Prone to laying out menacing messages to his enemies and money, YoungBoy's also facing a potential 7 years behind bars at the moment. As a result, there's every chance that if he was even slightly less successful, then he'd be seen as damaged goods. But with the exception of the DaBaby debacle, all signs suggest that even if the industry tries to stifle him, the people won't. In October of last year, YoungBoy joined the illustrious ranks of Tupac and Lil Wayne to become the third man to score a #1 album from behind bars, once again with very little promotion from Atlantic. Respected among his peers that exist beyond the street sphere, it's also been reported that new music with a fully fledged pop star in Lil Nas X could be on the way. Meanwhile, one of the culture's most uncompromising innovators has been doing his part to let the world know.
Fire! I love that song, but I think I did a video. I just didn't post.
That YoungBoy is simply misunderstood.
Fire!
Sending love to NBA YoungBoy, man, for real. He's such a sweetheart, dude. Like, we kicked it a few times. Like, that is a sweet person, bro. Like, think he's just evil. Like, no, he's like fun.
Similarly co-signed by Childish Gambino, who showed his solidarity with YoungBoy by changing his Twitter profile to the embattled rapper, NBA has no shortage of powerful admirers. And even if his own label might be doing their utmost to suppress him and create the illusion of downturn in fortunes, it hasn't stopped him from earning his first Grammy nomination with his Tyler collab, What's Your Name? Regarded as such a surefire hitmaker, his reputation now precedes him to such a degree that his features reportedly command a price tag of over $300,000. And while this may seem like a lot, it'd be hard to argue with the data behind it. As of February, he'd surpassed both Future and Mr. Platinum with no features himself, J. Cole, in terms of quantity of the RIAA certifications. And even more impressively, he's done it while being 18 years their junior. Left in a unique position where he's both in turmoil and thriving at the exact same time, YoungBoy's brand may be toxic, but that doesn't mean for 1 second that it isn't financially profitable. Set to become a free agent, YoungBoy has a chance to cast off the shackles of major label intervention and set a new benchmark for independent artists. So long as his prolific workload is sustained and the fans stay as rabidly behind him as ever, then there's every chance that, blackballed or not, NBA YoungBoy can't be stopped.
I mean, with YoungBoy about to go into like independence or something when this last album dropped. Honestly, I was thinking that motherfucker's gonna come probably this summer. Well, August 5th is the summer, and it's the back end of the summer though. But it's gonna come like the summer, like June, July. You know, August 5th. If I'm not mistaken, that's around the time we had to deal with the legal situation. If I'm not mistaken. No, I don't know when this was recorded, but he did catch a big W with that legal shit. I heard that they can't use none of the camera footage where it's seen where all the guns and all this, that, and the third. If I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me down in the comment section. But back onto the video though, you know, when this nigga like go independent, because I remember we heard this one song where he said NBA Cash Money, that be the business, and I kind of made a speculation where he might do some joint venture shit with Birdman, which is cool too though, because now that he like knows certain things about the music industry, I'm pretty sure that paperwork will be nice with Cash Money and shit. But independent YoungBoy, and he keep that YouTube channel, and he keeps that YouTube channel, yeah. Cause you got to think a lot of that music that's on that YouTube channel right now is owned by Atlantic, if not all of it. Cause some of this shit get copyrighted claim from like different shit, and it's be kind of blowing me and shit. But for the most part, I think a lot of that shit is owned by Atlantic though. So, but if he keep like that YouTube channel, now I'm sitting here thinking a lot of his fans gonna find him. He gonna be still dropping the same music on like that's up the par that grew to why we mess with YoungBoy, So yeah, but no, he blackballed. Proof's in the pudding. We seen it. We see how other niggas get treated versus him, and he's a bigger artist than a lot of these niggas, and they get treated with a lot of I guess respect in a sense. But the shit's crazy, I be feeling blackballed sometimes too though, but it is what it is. But let me know how you feel about YoungBoy being blackballed. Let me feel if you think he really ain't blackballed. It's just his situation be changing because he be in and out of jail and shit, and he be fighting cases and shit. That's why he kind of or let me know if you feel like he was blackballed off of the whole little situation that happened in Atlanta a couple years ago. I don't think that's the reason. If that's the reason, then nah, cause he was blackballed before that though. He was damn near blackballed before that though. Yeah. All right, it's your boy Snore. I'm gone, man.